In this video, we will quickly set goals for trading. For 5 coins, these are HBAR, AVAX, KSM, MUF, and Harmoniva. Let's go. HBAR. The trend change level is 21.8 cents. We stay above it, we will rise. The first volatility target is 23 and 0.2 cents, 24 and 8, 26 and 2. And the ultimate maximum target for this week is 27 and 0.6 cents. If we stay under this level, the first support we will have is 20 and 0.2 cents. If it doesn't hold, the targets are down 18 and 8, 17 and 2, 15 and 6, and less likely already, of course. It's 14 cents. This is the maximum that can be during one trading week. On a large scale, we see, well, first of all, a downtrend. That is, until we break through it with you, we don't go above 28 cents, we don't gain a foothold. That's where we don't look at the very top. With you and me, let's draw here another trend line like this. Falling wedge 1. We will keep the uptrend with you up to 20 cents. It's just this upward movement. Yes, it can be confirmed. We can go straight up, right? Here we are looking at 28 cents. Are we breaking through or not? If we do not break through, we will fall. We are making our way. We are gaining a foothold. We will continue to grow. And if we fail this level of 20 cents, further down the goals, where to catch? These are the previous lows that formed a double bottom, right? But it's not this week anymore. Of course, it's 12.6 cents. And these are the order blocks that you and I had and support. These are mirror levels, order blocks, whatever you want. Call them that, right? Well, this is where we will come. If we break the whole thing, 15 to 60 cents is a very likely price. Here is this scenario too. Yes, you see how the level worked out with you and me, 18 cents. Yes, as support, as resistance. We can also come here. These are the specific goals. And by the way, where is he? Where is short? And once again, for those who are not watching for the first time, I'm telling you a very simple and effective strategy. Above the level of trend change, we only lang. Here we do not cheat. Under it we are charting, we are not languishing. There will be powerful upward impulses above it, drawdowns can be bought off, and go to the next target according to volatility. But under it, on the contrary, the impulse is down, we will fall strongly. Anything that goes up is not a reversal, it's just a rebound. We catch and go to the next goal. But if we see that we have run into, well, for example, a block order or a shelf of limit orders, you can look in glasses. Here is a double bottom we have drawn, well, for example, yes, this is one of the patterns of trend change. Well, here let's go, yes, cover the features, and you can change your shoes in the other direction for a rebound. How is it to trade? Where are the entry points? All of this is in the previous videos in the channel. A lot of information. Take it, use it, earn money. On a large scale, I will only say what it is a B and C, yes, where we will be caught approximately in these minima, yes. Either according to the ratio of wavelengths, yes, we can go lower, or according to the same Fibonacci. You can also measure here is the beginning of the pulse, here it is up, yes, up we have reached the double peak. 0.50618, yes, where we can stop, yes, and where we can turn around further up. But having broken through these levels, yes, we will still strive to go down on a large scale. AVAX, aka Avalanche, yes, the coin was sensational for the last ace moon. Yes, there was high volatility. It made good money on the spot. For this week, $31 is the trend change level. As long as we're under it and we're hanging out under it, we're going to look down. And down where? The first support is $26, $22, $16.90, and less likely it's $11.80. We go out and get fixed. The first take is $35. And let's take a look with you now. So, the trend line has moved down. Look, we have a large dynamic resistance. We will only have above $44. And here are the goals up to $40, $44.18. This is something that is quite possible within the framework of this week. Always take into account the large structure. Yes, what is happening with us now, and stick to it. A large structure. This is where you spend this trend for yourself. Here it is. Yes, that is, up to $26 is just a price correction, yes, and from here we can increase. But if $26 does not hold, you know the goal's down. KSM, Kusama, yes, that's what it's called, right. 1436 is the trend change level. The strategy is the same, the strategy is simple. We go out higher, get fixed. First target, 1571. Here we are Langwam. 1676, 1811. This is based on volatility. If we stay under $14, we will fall to 1331, 1196, 1091, 986, and 881 less likely targets, but within 1 week, it is still impossible. And here, for this coin, of course, it is better to look at it on a large scale. And let's do it with you anyway. So, giant triangles, right? Let's hold such a trend line for 2 maximums. Let's hold such a trending one, and let's hold such a trending one with you. All this looks like a Hyenic falling wedge. Right. That's right. Triangle. 1 triangle. So now. 1 triangle. This triangle worked out with you, yes, but you see, the maximum goals were not achieved. This triangle has worked out, here even with the flight a little bit to the breakdown point. And we have such a very big triangle, right? For triangles, a Matryoshka doll. Of course, triangles are not a guarantee that they will shoot and probability. But if this happens, and a giant triangle works out, I do not know at what point there will be a breakdown, right? Here, 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 or here. Then we apply this volatility and look at the maximum goals. If this happens under the condition of Altisson, Ace Moon, and I do not know what should happen for all speculators to decide to trade this coin. Because there will be nothing without money. And it is speculators who deposit coins for money. That's it. Now look at the time frame of the day. We have already reached the red zone. We are going to it and looking at it. We have not reached it yet. Can we still go down? We may as well. When touching with this trend, it will be possible to accumulate on the spot for the next ace. Here we will have the first such serious resistance. We break through, or we don't break through. We stay in the triangle, we break through. We go up. Here it is, our next dynamic resistance will be. And this warrant block is very, very important, right? Only above it, breaking through, anchoring above it, pushing off from it, we will go further to some higher goals. And this coin can take off, as we ask it to die. But this is me getting ahead of myself, yes, in advance. Let's go back to our days after all. Now the chart will load in our days, and we will determine with you, yes, that's where we have important levels. That is, the coin is almost at its bottom. Divergence is so weak, right? Delineate yourself, here is such a zone. And where to catch a coin? In the hope that there will be some kind of frenzied positive, frenzied growth. And now it's just a sidewall. And how to trade in the channel? Very simple. We go down here with this minimum. Here you can hang out with a stop, yes, with a little. And we look at the middle. Here she is, she's coming through, right? She may not miss, and we roll back down, she may miss, we rise into the zone of these highs, we break through this whole thing. This is our dynamic resistance, this is our goal. I think everything is simple and clear here. So, let's go to the next coin. Muff. Well, of course there is a situation here, as you can see for yourself, it falls, falls, falls and falls. Are you expecting growth? Very well. Draw this trend line, draw this trend line. It's all going to work out, right? And let's try to conduct a channel with you. Here from here, and here to here. The channel looks down, yes, the middle of the channel is exactly the goals. Let me just say 951 without zeros. We can fall here, it will hold, we will rise there to 1246. It won't hold our target down to 814. Yes, there are 676 and 538. We will break through, we will gain a foothold. There are goals above 1383, 1462. This is all that can be expected from this coin this week. Let's increase it in order to make it clear. The strategy of trading in the channel here will help you out very well. Look at the resistance support and the middle of the channel. Zeros 1167. Right here. We're under it now, and that's why we're looking down at 1030, 951, and even the middle of the channel. I have already announced the goals below. Now here, look, the level of trend change. Again, you see, the trend is negative for all coins. I do not know, some malseason, who is waiting there for what, but 0.00945 for this week. Decides whether we will rise or fall. Here we stay under it, we will fall. The first goal, the first support, is let's say 854 without zeros. If the targets are below 779, 688, well, it's less likely to be 598 and 508. Let's go higher and gain a foothold. Let's increase it so that it's clear what I'm talking about. Here we have a block order. Now, if we switch the time frame and we find it here, this reversal candle, we can rest against it and do it like this. We can go higher, gain a foothold. I would advise you to length it a little bit above this reversal level, firm this order block. Then the first target will be 0.01020. If this resistance, we break through and see the next target, 0.04 units. Above 001186. These are the goals that are possible for this week. The main thing is to stand on trend, This is the most important thing. Well, on a large scale, if you look at it, let's increase it all now. Time frame day. We see, yes, that we are not going below this zone. Well, it's logical, right? That's where the water turns up firm. At breakdown and fixing. After all, the former support becomes resistance. We will fall. Where are we going to fall? This is on a large scale I'm talking about. Do you see the mirror levels? Times. And previous lows. And here there was a mordant. Yes, this will be our goal so large, and this is the minimum. Yes. I think it's clear, yes, how to trade it. Stop. Here's the goal, here it is. If we fail, if we keep it, we can go up. In the same way, we outline the resistance to ourselves. We paint these triangles here, yes, such a falling wedge. Local triangles are these small ones, yes, you can also outline yourself with you. See, his price has passed, it has passed him to the right. This is the maximum we can connect with. And we will expect that if there is a breakdown, I do not know at what point it will happen, then we will have to go to 005. Yes. Well, according to the textbooks. And in real life, we see that the triangle can simply go to the right. And in general, all the coins that are in triangles tell us that they are exclusively speculative assets. And until the speculator returns his interest in this asset, there will be nothing super mega ace immune to them. But nevertheless, the power reserve is also quite a promising asset. And all the risks on the spot, on futures, and in general in this cycle, yes, here are related to growth. If in positions for growth, below this block order, we will go along these shelves. And if we hold it, we can still rise within the triangle. And if we break through, we will gain a foothold, then we will discuss higher goals with you. Look here, once the order is blocked. Look, the highest support of resistance too, right? This is where we will have resistance. This is where you and I will have resistance. And these will all be shelves. There will be goals where you and I will have a cluster of people willing to sell. And you will see it in the stock classes when the price starts aiming there. Keep this for yourself.